no reason other than the fact that the Arabs use them that way, they're feminine. And we call those mu'annath sama'i. Just so that you understand what does mu'annath sama'i mean, it means it is mu'annath. What is mu'annath?
Feminine.
Feminine. Sama'i, and you know that just by hearing its use. Yeah, just through your sama'. Normally you use your eyes, right, to tell whether something is feminine, but sometimes your eyes can't actually tell you. So how would your ears tell you that fact? Like, for example, if I said, Aynun jamilatun.
No, it's the dual eyes.
Oh yeah, but
You hear the.
but like we
Tamaruta?
came to that conclusion. You understand? Like the grammarians, they made that rule that this is how the Arabs treat words that happen to be body parts that are in pairs. The Arabs didn't tell anyone that rule. They just by listening to the Arabs speak, we realized that the Arab would, for example, say "Aynun jamilatun."
Oh, so they already made the sifa feminine?
They made the sifa feminine. By hearing the sifa being feminine, you know that the mawsuf ayn
It's also
must also be feminine. So they just learned that through just observation and hearing how the Arabs use certain words. That's why we call them mu'annath sama'i. Of course, later on, the grammarians made rules, like for example, body parts in pairs are feminine, but that wasn't like codified when the Arabs were using it as feminine. Does that make sense? Okay. We learned some elements of nature like sama, ab, shams, and rih are just feminine because that's just how the Arabs use them. And then we learned just miscellaneous categories of words, like the word harb, war, is treated as a feminine word. The word khamar, wine, is treated as a feminine word. The word fulk, ship, is treated as feminine. The word saqar in Jahannam is just treated as feminine. The word knife, sakeen, is treated as feminine. Dar, house, is feminine. Ankabut doesn't have a ta marbuta, but the Arabs just treated it as a feminine word. Aynun, not the eye, but aynun, that means spring, also just treated as feminine, and narun, just treated as feminine, as we can see throughout the Quran, sporadically in different places. Tasla naran hamiyatan.
There is a tamaruta, isn't there?
There's ta marbuta, not on nar, but on the sifa. Yeah, exactly. Tasla naran hamiyatan. So we just know by usage that these are feminine words.
I like being able to use my minimal hits to remember.
Yeah, mashallah. And then we learned about the fact that there are some nouns in Arabic which there's a little bit of flexibility in. So some words the Arabs use as masculine and as feminine, such as the word balad, right? For example, in the Quran, we see وَالتِّينِ وَالزَّيْتُونِ وَطُورِ سِنِينَ وَهَذَا الْبَلَدِ الْأَمِينَ. We don't say وَهَذَا الْبَلَدِ الْأَمِينَ. So in this ayah, balad is being treated as masculine, but other times in the Arabic language you'll see balad also being treated as feminine. So this is just one of those words. We have other words like suq, market. In Arabic sometimes it's feminine, sometimes masculine. Ruh, hal, tariq, sabil, isba', finger, and so on and so forth. And then we also learned that there are masculine words that end in ta marbuta as well. Some masculine words like the word khalifa, allamah, da'iyah, preacher, or muawiyah, or hamza, or usama, or talha, and so on and so forth. There are plenty of masculine words that do still end in ta marbuta. That ta marbuta does not indicate femininity. You would only know that based off the usage of those words. Yep. All right. So that's in a nutshell what it is that we learned about masculine and feminine that was new. And lastly, we learned about the fact that normally when we want to make a masculine word feminine, what we do is that we attach a ta marbuta to the end, but that rule does not apply to colors or to words that happen to be on the pattern of af'al, nouns that are on the pattern of af'alu. That means when I say pattern, I just
like
mean
the bab, the skeleton.
Yeah, the skeleton, not the bab. We use babs exclusively for verbs. Yeah, like nasara yansuru daraba. That's called a bab. But this is called like a sigha,
Okay.
right? Or we call this a wazn. It's just a pattern. So when I say af'alu, that's normally understood as a pattern of a verb. Like, huwa
Is that
yaf'alu.
present tense, first person, right?
Yeah, but it's not here.
Okay.
Normally, af'alu is the present tense, first person verb. Like, for example, we say yaf'alu, yaf'alani, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'alani, taf'ala, taf'alu, taf'alani, taf'aluna, taf'alina, taf'alani, taf'alna, af'alu. That's normally a verb. Sometimes the pattern of af'alu is used as a noun without tanween. You understand? We're not saying af'alun.
Right.
Normally,
But it's a noun, yeah.
yeah, but it is a noun. Normally, nouns do have tanween, but the pattern of af'alu never has a tanween. And when you have a noun that's on the pattern of af'alu, like ahmaqu, which means dumb, or the word aswadu, which means
Right,
black, or abyadu, which means white. When you have any such word, which is a noun, which happens to be on this pattern, and they're usually colors, but they can be other than colors as well, like ahmaq,
Right.
right? Anytime you have such a noun, the feminine version of that word, which is on the pattern of af'alu, will never have a ta marbuta. The feminine version is on another pattern, which is the pattern fa'la'u.
So alif mamduda.
Yeah, it ends in an alif mamduda. And that is also a sign of it being feminine, right?
Right.
So, akhdaru, its feminine counterpart is khadra'u. And asfaru, its feminine counterpart is safra. Innaha baqaratun safra in the Quran.
So it drops the hamza at the beginning and then it.
Adds an alif and a hamza at the end.
Okay.
Right?
And the pattern is basically a noun that doesn't end in tanween.
Yeah.
Is there a little bit more to that pattern?
No, the pattern is af'alu. Literally, it has to be on the pattern of af'alu. Not a noun that doesn't end in tanween, because there's plenty of those.
Right.
Okay? So, af'alu pattern replaces fa'in lam with 3 root letters if that noun exists.
But this is still falling under
Oh, I
miscellaneous
see.
nouns,
I see.
right?
Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying.
So these are
three-letter verbs or 3-letter nouns, 3 roots, and then the hamza at the beginning.
Yes, that's right.
With no tanween.
That's right.
But it's not every noun
that can
has
do
that
this.
pattern.
No.
Okay.
Only
You
colors.
just have to know.
Only colors,
Uh-huh.
and rarely words that are not colors, like
Okay.
ahmaq. Yeah, so just a simple way to remember it is it's usually colors.
Okay.
Okay? Think about it like abyadu, its feminine counterpart would be
Abyadu.
Bayda.
bayda. It's in the Quran. Bayda'u ladhatin lisharibin. And then asfaru in the Quran, its feminine is safra. Innaha baqaratun safra. Right? Because it's feminine. Baqara is feminine. Then you have some words like a'raju. They don't denote colors, but they usually denote deficiencies. So words that are on this pattern usually denote deficiencies. Either colors or deficiencies. So
Okay.
a'raju means someone that is one-legged.
Which is lame.
Yes? And then you have the word that is used in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ about the Dajjal. The Dajjal has a deficiency. Anyone know what that is? His eye. So he's one-eyed. And the Arabic word for one-eyed is a'raju on the pattern of af'alu.
Right.
And the Arabic word for blind is a'ma, which was originally a'mayu. So blind, it's a human deficiency. It doesn't mean they're inherently flawed as people,
Okay.
but they have a bodily deficiency.
So imbecile here, is it referring to?
It just means someone stupid.
Okay.
Ahmaqu means someone that's dumb. Literally.
What about
But it's like by choice, like somebody who
Yeah,
has a
someone-
mental inherent.
No,
would
it's
not
someone
use
who can
this.
act that way is an ahmaq too.
Oh,
Yes.
they can.
Yeah,
be
they can be.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, they're deficient, they're ahmaq. They're choosing to be deficient. It's just like somebody who cuts their leg off is still out, right? Even if they lost their leg of their own fault. Yes, Amir, you have a question?
I was going to ask about the list that Musa alayhi salam had. That would have been a feminine noun?
I'm forgetting what the Arabic for that word is.
Okay.
Yeah, but
It just came to my mind, off topic.
yeah, I don't believe that word's in the Quran. Anyhow, so we have their feminine counterparts within alif mamduda, as you can see, is in this chart. Hamra, samra. Samra is someone of wheatish complexion. That asmaru is the masculine version of samra, and asmaru is described as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's complexion in the hadith.
Is that what is Asma?
Yes. All right. So these are the masculine and feminines that we've learned about thus far. Last class we did go over the meanings of all of the vocabulary words from 1 to 78.
Wow.
And then we also did go over exercise number 5, which were the Quranic examples of feminine and masculine words. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over exercise number 2, which is making the nouns and adjectives in the sentences below feminine by adding ta marbuta. So, if you look at number 1, we have an example above number 1, which is al-ibnu salihun, and its feminine counterpart would be al-ibnatu salihatun. What do you think that means?
The daughter is
Righteous. The daughter is righteous. So all we're doing is we're changing al-ibn to al-ibnatu because that's its feminine counterpart, and salihun to salihatun by adding a ta marbuta. In number 1, you see al-abu karimun, the father is generous or honorable. That the feminine version of al-abu is not al-abatu. We say al-umm. So number 1, 2, and 3 are 3 nouns that we don't feminize by adding ta marbuta. So we would say al-ummu karimatun. The mother is generous. We would say al-waladu tayyibun, and the feminine would be
al-bintu tayyibatun.
tayyibatun. What would that mean?
The girl is good.
Sweet or good.
Yeah, exactly. And then number 3, al-rajulu sadiqun. The man is
Righteous? No. Trustworthy? Is it
truthful.
Truthful.
No, trustworthy
Really?
and truthful are sadiq and amin. Two different words, right?
Gotcha.
Those are the 2 nicknames of the Prophet ﷺ.
Yeah.
But generally, one who is trustworthy is also truthful, and one who is truthful is also trustworthy. So al-rajulu, its feminine counterpart is not al-rajulatu, it's
Al-mar'atu.
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 Sadiqatun. Yes, that's right. As for the rest, we're typically going to add a ta marbuta to feminize the noun in the beginning of the sentence, except for number 4. Number 4 says al-waladu dhakiyun. What would the female version of that be?
That's number 1, right?
Yeah, that's number 1. In your book, it's number 4 in the PDF. No, right here, number 4.
He has his number 1.
Okay, that's fine. So al-waladu dhakiyun, what would the feminine version of that be?
Would it be al-ibnatu?
Al-ibnatu or al-bintu. Both are correct. Al-bintu, and then we would say dhakiyatun. What would that mean?
The girl is smart.
The girl is smart, mashallah. What would the next problem be? So it's on the left. We go right, left, right, left. Al-mumarridu.
Is that a nurse? A male nurse?
Yes.
Al-mumarridu. Al-mumarridatu.
Yeah, for feminine.
Nashitatun.
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 Good. Anyone know what nashitun means? Nashitun means active. In Arabic, someone nashit is someone that is ready to get up, do work. So nashitatun, al-mumarridatu nashitatun, the female nurse is active. Let's look at our next one.
Al-jaddu maridun.
Al-jaddu maridun. So what would the female version be?
Jaddatun.
Al-jaddatu.
Maridatun.
Yeah. What is al-jaddatu maridatun?
The grandmother is sick.
Is sick. That's right. Let's look at the next one.
Huwa, so he.
Huwa.
Mudarrasun.
Not mudarras. So one thing to
Mudarrisun.
yeah. So one thing to note is that in Arabic typography, We put a kasra under a shadda by putting it directly under the shadda.
So they don't put underneath the letter.
We don't put it underneath the letter if there's a shadda on the letter.
Gotcha.
In modern Arabic typography, what happens is normally you put a kasra underneath the letter. However, if there's a shadda on the letter, we just move the kasra to right underneath the shadda.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine it otherwise.
So look at this one right here, a-talibu. You see how the fatha is on top of the shadda?
Yeah.
And here, it's underneath the shadda, which indicates that's a kasra. That's not a fatha.
Yes, but I don't remember it being any other way.
Yeah, so in other texts, you'll see it underneath the letter itself.
But the Quran is written like this.
The Quran is not written.
No, it's not.
I'm used to seeing it below the letter.
Yeah, normally the Quran exists below the letter.
Okay.
So.
I also make harakat for some reason as well. I have a bad problem doing that.
Okay.
Huwa mudarrisun, and the female version would be?
Mudarrisatun.
Good. How do we translate?
She's a teacher.
Good. Let's do our next one.
Al-Maliku Adilun.
Al-Maliku Adilun. What does that mean?
The king is like a leader. Or the king is like
Just.
yeah.
Just. Adil, someone that has adil.
I've
Adil
heard
is
that
justice.
name before. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes from adil. Adil is one of Allah's names. Al-Hakamul Adl. Al-Adlu is Allah who is the just. Al-Adil also means just. So Al-Maliku Adilun, the king is just. How do we say the queen is just?
Malikatun.
Not Malikatun.
Malikatu, I'm sorry. It says definitely.
Malikatu Adilatun.
Good job, mashallah. Let's do number 9.
Al-Mu'minu Sadiqun.
Al-Mu'minu Sadiqun. What does that mean?
The believer is trustworthy. We just had this word. It's a friend, right?
Truthful.
Oh my.
It's truthful. It's truthful. Truthful.
You're my sacrifice.
I'll go over the vocabulary again.
I just said the opposite.
Sadiqun. The believer is truthful. Comes from sidq. Sidq means truth.
I like how friend also comes from the same.
Yes.
So really, your friends should be truthful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're not really making up the real
Yeah,
of the word.
Sadiq is someone whose friendship is real. Yeah, Sadiq is someone who's real.
So, do they have another word? Because we call friends really
Sahib.
people we have like mutuals with.
Like Sahib.
Like, let's say me and you are friends right now, right? But before we just kind of knew each other.
Before we were
friends.
Zamins.
Right. So there's a different word for that.
Yeah, we were acquaintances. We were like,
So
we just worked together.
Of the relationship.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very important.
So trustworthy is Amin.
Yes, that's right. Trustworthy in Arabic is Amin, and that comes from Amana. Amana is a trust. Right. So, and there. By the way, in Arabic there are many degrees of friendship, so there are many words.
Really?
Yes. So you have Jalis. Jalis is a higher degree of a friend, and Jalis comes from Jalasa. Jalasa means to sit.
Right.
So Jalis is someone you're always sitting with.
Like a companion.
Yeah, like your real close friend.
Khalil.
You have Khalil, which is an even higher level than Jalis actually.
Right. Like
Yeah, you have Mahbub, someone that is beloved. And you have even degrees other than this as well, based on what the friendship represents. So anyhow,
Al-Mu'minatun Sadiqatun.
Al-Mu'minatu Sadiqat. No, not Sadiqatun.
Sadiq.
No,
Sadiqatun.
Sorry. All right, and our next one is
Al-Mudiru Shadidun.
Al-Mudiru Shadidun. What is Al-Mudir?
Like a warden?
I think like a boss.
Like the warden
A boss,
or the
warden,
boss
a
is
manager.
very strict.
Yes. The manager, the boss is strict. Shadid is harsh. And then the female warden, the female boss.
Al-Mudiratu.
Al-Mudiratu
Shadidatun.
Shadidatun. Very good. 11 would be
Al-Muhandisu. Iraqiyun.
Yes.
Okay, so the engineer is Iraqi.
Yes. So how do we say the feminine?
Al-Muhandisatun. No, I'm sorry, I keep doing that. Al-Muhandisatu Iraqiyatun.
Yes.
See that? I missed that one.
Al-Muhandisatu.
Al-Muhandisatu.
Good. So all you have to do Muhammad is you take the last letter of the noun, you put a fatha on it instead of a dhamma, and then you add a ta marbuta after that. So al-muhandisatu iraqiyatu. Because I just take the last letter, it has dhammas, put a fatha on it instead, and then add a ta marbuta with two dhammas.
And then this means like the engineer is Iraqi?
Yes.
Okay.
From Iraq, right?
Yeah.
Number 12.
الطبيب ماهر.
الطبيب ماهر. What does that mean?
طبيب. We went over this before.
Is that a doctor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now what does mahir mean? Mahir in the Arabic language means expert. It means skillful.
So it is an expert.
Yeah. So the doctor is an expert, the doctor is skillful.
الطبيبة ماهرة.
الطبيب. That's right. الطبيبة ماهرة. Right? Our next one.
الطالبة مضيفة.
Good. What does that mean?
It means the student is clean.
The student is clean. Good. Our next one.
The disbeliever is a liar?
Yeah, the disbeliever is a liar.
الكافرة كاذبة.
كاذبة. Very good. 15?
الأستاذ
No.
الطالبة
جديد.
جديدة.
Good. What does that mean?
Student is new.
It's a new student.
The student is new.
Student,
The
remember I
student
told
is new.
a new student would be most super.
Yeah. The student
That
is
means
new.
that would the color would have to be different.
Yeah.
All right, 16.
For the next
Yeah,
one. after that.
okay.
But
Okay,
you
I
get it?
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I messed up all my homework doing it one time.
16.
العريس
Jamil.
جميل.
So this one, the word won't have a tamabut. It'll actually be a completely different word for bride, right?
Yes. That's right.
I know it's up there.
It's right. It's right next to it. It's right next to it.
العروس.
Arus.
How kind of them.
Okay. So al-arisu jamilun. What does that mean?
The groom is handsome
is
or
handsome.
beautiful.
It's handsome. Yes. And then the bride is beautiful would be
العروس
العروس
جميلة.
العروس.
arusu. Yeah, we don't put a ta marbuta.
Yeah. العروس جميلة.
There we go. 17.
And
Not
oh,
a
sorry.
الأستاذ
غائب.
So that means the teacher is missing, right?
Yeah, the teacher's absent. The teacher's missing.
No.
الأستاذة غائبة.
Very good. MashaAllah. Number 18.
Oh, this is the mid not connected.
أنت باكستاني. أنت باكستاني.
Yes. What does that mean?
You're Pakistan.
Yeah. How do we say the female version?
Inti.
Not inti.
Oh, sorry.
Anti.
Anti.
The Andy is coming.
Yeah.
Anti.
Anti.
Pakistaniyatun.
Pakistaniyatun.
That's right. Number 19.
العم غني.
What does that mean?
The uncle is
No, not
Ghani
ghabi.
means wealthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the version? What's the one that means foolish?
Rabi.
Ghabi. So you just took the dot and put it down, huh? That's ghabi. Al-ammu ghaniyun. The uncle, the paternal uncle is rich. How do we say the feminine?
عمته
Yes. Al-ammatu.
غنية.
There we go. The paternal aunt is rich. Number 20.
الصادق.
Not Sadiq this time.
صادق.
Not Sadiq.
صادق.
No, there's no med.
الصديق.
الصديق. I don't want to argue
الصديق مصري.
And that, so Masri is wrong. It's always Misri.
Yes, it's always
That's nasty. I like the.
Misr is the real word
So
in Arabic.
the friend is Egyptian.
Yes. So how do we say the female friend is Egyptian?
الصديقة مصرية.
Misriya.
Sorry.
Very good. So the friend is also Egyptian, just female.
It's female.
21.
خادم
الخادم حاضر.
Good. Al-Khadimu Hadir. What is Al-Khadim?
The maid is...
Not the maid.
Oh.
I don't think
slave,
you call
right?
men. No, I don't think you call men maids.
Oh, that's a good
butler?
point. The servant?
Yeah, the servant.
The servant is obedient.
No, Hadir. Ana Hadir.
Is present, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
How
And
come
Hadara is in the Quran. Hadara al-Maut.
that's the present?
Hadara al-Maut is in the Quran. So, Hadara. حتى إذا حضر أحدهم الموت. When death presents itself. So, Hadara means to present yourself.
That's pretty.
So, Al-Khadima.
الخادمة حاضرة.
Good. Which would mean the maid is present or the female servant is present. 22.
الخال فقير.
Al-Khadu Faqir.
That's pretty accurate. No lie. Shout him out. The uncle on the mother's side is poor.
Yeah. The maternal uncle is poor, and then the maternal aunt is poor would be
الخالة
Al-Khadatu.
فقيرة.
SubhanAllah, why is that so true?
It's always true.
Well, it always has to be one. Always has to be one.
You know what? It's always
My uncle from my mom's side, he lives in Greece, and he's like the one who always, like, in his youth would be the one who, like, people would, like, abuse him financially.
Yeah.
Like, they would take the money from him, and he would like ruin his future basically by like being stepped on. SubhanAllah. So
my uncle just live in Jordan, so that's a problem. The economy just sucks. So.
Al-Khalatu Faqiratu.
الخالة فقيرة.
That's right. And lastly,
التاجر كاذب. What's a tajir?
التاجر
is someone who does tijara.
What's tijara?
Tijara is business.
Really?
Yeah.
business
So the
person.
businessman's a liar?
Yes.
Yeah,
The businessman is a liar.
Snake selling you snake oil. التاجرة.
At-tajiratu. You went Muslim for a second. You said tajira.
Really? Did I really?
Yeah. At-tajiratu.
كاذبة.
Kadhibatun. Good. So we have 6 more on the
That's
next
me.
page. What's the next one, Amir?
الأمير
الأمير
محبوب.
Uh-huh.
What is محبوب?
I told you.
محبوب.
They love it.
Oh yeah.
I thought you said
yeah.
Mahmoud.
No, Mahbub.
Mahbub.
Mahbub and Habib are the
Yeah,
same here.
Mahbub.
They're the same.
Oh. And they have the same
Root letters.
hababa.
Yes.
الأميرة محبوبة.
Good. What does that Amir or Mahbub mean?
The leader is
Ruler
beloved.
is beloved.
Yeah, the leader is beloved.
Or
25. Both are fine.
المريض حزين. So the sick person is sad.
Yes.
المريضة
المريضة حزينة or حزينة.
Which means sick person is sad. Yes.
I need to work on my reading.
26. What is 26?
الموظفون أمين.
And muwaddaf is a worker, right? Or that a cleaner?
No, muwaddaf actually is. He can be an employee. He can be an employee.
أمين.
What does Amin mean?
Trustworthy.
Okay. So the employee is
Trustworthy.
trustworthy. There we go.
الموظفة أمينة.
Very good. Number 27.
الأخ
الأخو كريم. So the brother is
generous.
Generous.
Yeah.
Okay.
الأخت
الأخت
كريمة.
كريمة.
The sister is generous. Very good. 28.
المعلم.
Yeah, you see the kasra?
المعلم باكستاني. باكستاني.
Yeah.
There you're right.
المعلمة.
Not muallamatu.
المعلمة باكستانية.
Okay, good. 29.
أنا مسرور.
And when we say ana, we never stretch the alif after the nun.
أنا
We just say
مسرور.
ana. Even though there's an alif, it's silent. Ana masrurun. What does ana masrurun mean? Masrur comes from surur, which means delight. So ana masrurun means I'm delighted.
Okay.
So
And it'll always be in sort of like a past tense sense.
it's passive. You mean
Past tense.
past tense like verb?
I think I'm delighted.
So
I
this
get
one-
the ED.
This
Yeah,
one you
it's
only
not-
change
it's-
the
that's not a
hammer.
verb.
It's just
English.
describing my had, right? My
Yeah,
state, my
yeah. In
condition.
English, that's not a verb.
أنا
Okay.
مسرور.
But in English, it can be a verb as well.
Right. Yeah.
So this is not a verb in Arabic. And ana, as you see, they
Stays
put
the same.
ana, yeah, because the feminine version of ana is
It's unchanged. Yeah.
So ana masruratun. So in Arabic, you say ana masrurun bi liqa'ika. I'm delighted
And
because of your meeting. Meaning, I'm delighted to meet you. Right? I'm happy because of you coming to me. All right. So very simple exercise of adding the ta. Very important in this book is going to be memorizing the vocab.
Yeah.
The vocab is everything in this book. So try to take note of anything you don't understand, so that you don't have to memorize the whole word list, because the word lists are long. Sometimes they're 10 pages long. In this lesson, they're not that long. So these are going to be interesting words because a lot of them are not going to have a feminine that's going to be modified or going to be morphed into feminine by using a ta marbuta, but rather by adding the alif mamduda.
okay.
Remember, we learned
Yeah.
about those nouns.
So we didn't learn why.
I told you colors that are on, or words that are on the
Yeah,
pattern
So
of
then,
af'al.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no why. We just know that words that are on the pattern of af'al, that are nouns, their feminine is not feminized by using ta marbuta.
Okay.
So we got an example right here, which is al bintu bayda'u. Not a great example.
The girl's
The
white.
girl is white,
Okay.
okay, which is the feminine of abyadu.
Right.
Let's look at number 1. How do we try to do that one? Ash-shamsu.
This is the
So
next
it's the
exercise.
whole
Yes,
idea
that's-
we're gonna change asfar into the feminine version, which is safara.
Safra. Safra.
Safra.
Why'd you put a kasra on it?
I thought there was a kasra.
Yeah, you said safra'i.
Yeah, I thought there was a kasra.
No, never.
No, I'm a liar. That's what I'm like.
So ash-shamsu safra'u would mean what?
The yellow sun.
The sun is yellow.
The sun is yellow.
Yes,
Remember?
yes, yes. The sun is yellow. Good. Let's
Sun
look at
is
number
yellow.
2.
Al-allama.
Na'la.
المعلمة مجتهد.
But that's, we're not going to say mujtahidun because that's masculine.
We're gonna say
Mujtahid?
مجتهدة.
Very good. So this is a word that you're going to just add it down on the book.
Okay, so that was you tricked me. Let's
Yeah,
say
so they're gonna throw other examples.
المعلمة
Mujtahidatun.
مجتهدة.
What does that mean?
The teacher is مجتهد. Is that
What are the root letters of mujtahid?
Jim.
Jim.
Jim?
Is it 4 letters or just 3 letters?
3 letters.
Taha. Taha.
Ta is often added to words.
Okay, so Jim had that.
Yes. Ta is often an added letter in the middle of nouns. Muhammad, so if you have confusion between what are the root letters, there's a few things to
Oh, is
know.
Atayni is the ones like they keep getting added?
No, that's in verbs.
No, that is.
Yeah, that's in verbs, the beginning of a present tense verb. But ta is often added, meme is often added to nouns like Muslim, right? So ta is also one of those. So Jim had that. We have the word juhd. Ever heard of that?
I've heard.
What's juhd? Like salam. What is juhd?
I don't know.
What's jihad?
War.
Not war.
Oh,
Struggle.
right.
So juhd is what?
Struggling.
Struggle. So mujtahid means?
Teacher struggling.
No, it means hard work.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's someone who puts in the work. To get to, you have to struggle. Number 3.
Number 3.
العين
Not al-aynun.
العين
Yes.
أسود.
No.
We're gonna say العين سوداء.
Not sawa. It's on the pattern of fa'la'u. The ain letter has a sukoon. The second letter has a sukoon. So it wouldn't be sawa. What would it be?
Sawad.
No, look.
Yeah,
Fa'la'u.
Okay, got you.
So fa' indicates that the second letter has to have a sukoon.
سوداء.
Very good. Sawda'u. What does al-ainu sawda'u mean?
The eyes are black.
Yeah.
The eye is black. Number 4. Why are we feminizing this word?
Because all of this is feminine.
What's feminine? No. We're at number 3.
3.
Why are we
the color?
Because
No, but why are we feminizing, giving it this feminine?
because normally eyes are pairs.
Yes, that's right. Because eyes are body parts in pairs. Number 4.
الأرض
خضراء.
Khadara'u, which means what?
the ground is green.
Earth is
The
green.
earth is green. Used to be. Number 5.
Unless you're in Saudi, it's turning green.
Number 5.
السماء زرقاء.
Good. What does that mean?
Means that
The heaven? No.
the sky
The sky is blue. Very good. Number 6. We're rushing through these.
الزهراء
Not Zahra.
الزهرة حمراء.
Hamra'u. What is Hamra? Was Zahra to Hamra?
The rose is red.
No, not the rose. The flower. The flower. The flower is red. I'm sorry? Warda. Or Wardatun. Yeah, these are, that's the word
Synonyms.
they're not synonyms, but flower and rose, very different.
So Warda is rose?
Yes, Warda is rose. Zahra is any flower.
I thought it was the opposite way around.
I think it's probably it's
Maybe
probably
an
some slang.
Yeah, I guess I mean, like, I literally
Yeah.
thought what meant flower and Zahra meant rose.
No, it's the other way.
I-
All right,
We're
so
backwards.
Hamra. Have you ever heard of the Al-Hamra? The Alhambra Palace?
The red
Yeah.
palace.
Yeah, you ever heard of the Alhambra?
Yeah.
It's because the Spanish put a B after the M. Alhambra. That was actually Alhamra. Right? Where is that? In Spain, right? The
What's the one we call it now?
It's the Alhambra.
Camera?
Alhambra. That's what they say. Right. I'm not pronouncing it Arabic, obviously. All right. Al-Hadiqa. How do we say that?
خضراء.
Khadra'u. Okay. So one thing to note about these colors and alif mamduda in general is that alif mamduda in real Fusha Arabic, by that I mean the Quran, is always going to have a long mad on it. That's why you see me like emphasizing how I stretch it. I'll say khadra'u because in the Quran it actually has like a 4-second mad on every alif mamduda word.
What
Like
do they call?
as-sama.
What do they usually call when you do the seconds? What do you usually call them?
Harakat.
Like four med?
No, we don't call them mads. We call them 4 harakats.
It's 4 harakat.
Yeah, but this is 4 to 6 harakat on any alif mamduda word in Arabic.
Okay.
So all colors fall into mad categories if they're feminine then, because they're all in alif mamduda format, right? So al-hadiqatu khadra'u, that's what we just did. What does that mean?
It means
garden
the
is
garden's green.
The garden's green. Number 8.
الكراسة
Bayda. What does this mean?
the throne is white.
No, not
The chair?
kursi. Not kursi. What's kurasa? The notebook. The notebook is white. It's okay. Number 9.
الساعة
Say it.
ذهبية.
Dhahabiyatun.
So the hour is coming?
Why 2?
ذهبية.
Who says definite? We're making sentences. Right? As-sa'atu dhahabiyatun. What does that mean?
The hour is coming.
Oh, wow.
Wait a second. I got
Subhanallah.
time.
What's sa'a? It's the hour. What else does it mean in modern Arabic?
Watch.
The watch. Okay? Dhahab is what?
Gold.
Is gold. So dhahabi is gold. Dhahabiyatun is the
So
feminine.
the watch is golden.
The watch is gold.
So we had a whole different meaning because we thought the other word meant something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 10.
اليد
اليد
بيضاء.
Bayda.
The hand is white.
Yes, the hand is
Wait,
white.
so for colors, why is it
Why is it just one nothing?
Don't worry about it.
You missed it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's like 3 pages up.
That's lesson number, like, we're gonna go over that for sure. That's a long lesson for sure. You have to memorize 9 different rules, and then you have to find the presence of 2 of those 9 conditions in any given noun to determine whether it should or shouldn't have been weak. So, it's a long process. It's easy. When you get the hang of it, it's easy, but I can't explain it in a minute. In general, colors are on the pattern of af'alu. Af'alu is also a shared pattern with a verb, right? In the present tense. Anytime a word happens to share a pattern with the verb, but despite that it's a noun, it's not going to have tanween. You know how verbs don't have tanween?
Okay.
You know how verbs never have tanween, right? So if a noun looks like a verb, it also doesn't have tanween. That's just why. Al-mar'atu, let's do 11.
Did we skip this right now?
No, we didn't skip it.
No.
We did number 10. Number 11, al-mar'atu na'arajatun arja'u. Very good. Because when we have a word on the pattern of af'alu, its feminine is on the pattern of fa'la'u. So, yes, that's correct. What does a'raju mean?
Oh,
Come on.
blind.
No, that's a'waru.
Oh,
That's the jazz.
one-eyed.
That's a'waru.
Yeah.
Not a'raju. A'raju is lame.
Oh, she's lame. She's
Like,
boring, huh?
No, like
Just
that
one
one,
leg.
like,
like,
I
yeah.
thought it's used to describe animals being lame.
No.
People are lame too.
People are lame.
oh, that's lame. When you have an injury one like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a lame animal?
Yeah,
It's
so it means
useless.
when one
So-
leg doesn't work.
That's why I'm saying.
Does it technically matter how you write the meme? You know, like in my book, it's just written differently.
The memes are the same. You're talking about you're talking about sometimes the beginning of a word like an al-maridu.
No, I'm talking about we're doing.
Imagine your water bottle?
Where are we?
We're right here.
You like it? Touching my car too.
What do you do? We're here.
Right there.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. When it's immediately after the lam,
Yeah.
he asked a good question. Why is the meme written differently? And well, it's not in this text. In short, when meme comes in the beginning of a word right after lam,
Yeah, they put a bullet.
then you can put it backwards.
Okay.
You can put it like twisting, so it looks like it's appearing before the lam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
So that's just a typographical thing.
Okay.
Different scripts of Arabic write letters in really different ways, actually. Al-mar'atu arja'u, the woman is one-legged or the woman is lame. Yes. Number 12. Nadifatun. What does that mean?
The room is clean.
The room is clean. Number 13.
Inti Pakistaniyatun.
Anti-Pakistaniyatun. We've done that plenty of times. 14.
Samra.
Samra. What does that mean?
The female servant is a wheatish color.
Yes.
Tan. She's tan.
Yes.
She's Pakistani. She's
Yes.
tan.
Yes.
MashaAllah.
Number 50. That's a compliment.
I like him wheat.
At-tawilatu. Not tawil. There's a mad there.
Tawilatu
Kabiratun. What does that mean?
Tawilat.
Not the desk.
What's a tawila?
The table. The table.
So where tawila come from?
From tawil.
That's a joke.
Because tawil means what?
Tall.
Long, in one direction. So when you have a table, it's not a square, it's a rectangle.
It's a rectangle.
So when it's a rectangle, one side is taller than the other.
Nice.
That's why it's called
John
tawil.
just built in the language, huh?
Yeah. The table's big. 16 guys, let's do this quickly.
He is Saudiyatun. She's a Saudi.
Hiya Saudiyatun, she's Saudi.
Her Baba owns oil.
18, 17.
Khadra'u.
Khadra'u.
Tree is green.
The tree is green. 18.
Al-Bakaratu Saminatun. The big fat cow.
The cow is fat. Yes. Healthy. 19. التلميذة
Tilmid the student, right?
Yes.
التلميذ
حمقاء. حمقاء because
What does that mean? The student is
what's it
dumb.
called?
yes, the student is down.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
Y'all like my boy Muhammad over here.
Yes.
Muhammad, like,
Sounded like sarcasm.
like how you use my Tilmid?
Sounded like something.
All
That's how
right,
you use my
number
Tilmid.
number 14, exercise number 4. This is where it gets a little tough.
People gonna hate.
All right, we have 42 questions of you having to find an appropriate sifa or an appropriate khabar rather, an appropriate khabar for all of these nouns. So this book is highly focused on vocabulary, as you can see. You probably don't know what al-madhaf means unless you've looked it up. You probably,
Masjid?
No, what?
المتحف.
You probably don't know what that is. Madhaf is museum.
Really?
المتحف.
Yeah, don't just say kabirun, kabirun, kabirun. Al-madhaf nazif.
Bustanu.
I'm gonna do
Muthaf, it is actually both.
And Shari.
In modern Arabic, I've heard muthaf. I've read it always as madhaf. So I can't guarantee.
I feel like I've used it.
Yeah, they're both correct.
Muthaf?
Muthaf is also
So like a
correct.
bum on the first.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to a
I've never been to a place called the Muthaf.
Yeah, in the Arab world, they call it muthaf as well.
Is it common to have museums everywhere?
Yeah. Look at Cairo.
المسجد.
So many. Al-Masjidu
جديد.
Jadidun. Number 3, Al-Bustanu. What is Bustan?
The garden.
The garden.
Khadra'u.
Not Khadra'u because it's not feminine.
Oh, so Hadika is feminine, but Bustan is masculine.
Yeah, أفضل.
Oh,
You got baby, bro.
Yes. Number 4,
That's feminine.
And
what?
The house.
Jidad is not house.
Or is it unisex where it can change? Like change.
But this is not house. You're thinking of da.
Oh, that's you.
Jidar is wall?
Yes.
Aye.
And the word that's masculine and feminine actually is the word down, but that is actually feminine.
Yeah, I think I read it earlier.
Would you say adim?
It's feminine.
No, what does adim even mean?
I don't know.
Qadim, he meant Qadim.
You mean
We-
qadim.
Yeah, we use ain for that first letter.
No,
Is that actually not a...
it's not correct.
I swear we use my entire life we use ain.
I know. So like in your dialect, you have to be careful because anytime you're saying it could be possibly that's actually
Oh.
In
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
whole dialect, the whole
Al-Quds.
the Qudsi dialect, the Syrian dialect, and the Lebanese dialect.
No, they pronounce Quds Quds.
Yes,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
pronounce qalam alam.
Yeah,
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 so we say-
literally.
But the
I
problem-
still think it's alam.
The problem with that is adim means something else in Fusha.
Oh, really?
With the Hamza.
What does it mean?
Adim, I believe, means curry.
Curry.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
Curry powder.
Yes. And alam means what?
pain.
Pain. But
Oh,
you're
yeah,
using
that
alam.
alim. Yeah.
So you can't use that dialect without confusing many people who know more Fusha words as to what you're
I'm
saying.
sorry.
No, you're good. But these are things that have to be reversed.
I was thinking it's an old wall. I was thinking of the
So
story
al-jidaru
of,
qadimun.
I
That's
was
correct.
thinking about the orphans, with Fida.
Correct. Al-Haris. What's Al-Haris?
Goalkeeper.
No, guard.
Yes.
That's why we say goalkeeper in soccer.
Al-Haris means guard and it means like goalie. It means goalie as well.
That's right.
You get
He's
it?
a goalkeeper.
No. Yeah, the goalie. Al-Harisu, what about him?
Shadid.
Shadidu.
Shadidu.
Yes, there is. That's another name. That's a different name. Harith comes from Harith. And Harith means land that you farm. So Harith literally is the one who maintains farmland.
So Al-Harisu could be a farmer?
No, that's Harith.
Okay.
That's from Harith.
So what is
Haris. This is the guard.
the guard?
Yeah, the guard. Yes. Ghiladun, Ghalidun is the singular. Ghilad is plural. You're thinking of Surah Taqreem.
Yeah, exactly.
Ghalidun, he is
I learned that word. I like it.
harsh. Qawiyun, he's strong. Ash-Shari',
كبير.
كبير كبير. واسع is wide. What is a شارع?
The street.
The street.
الشارع
واسع is wide.
is wide. واسع.
المكتب. What's المكتب?
Office. No.
It's a study.
Library. No. مكتب.
Yes.
It's
It's a desk?
classroom.
It's a desk.
It's a desk.
Something you.
And then the word maktab is also used for offices as well because they contain desks.
المكتب صغير.
No, maktaba is library.
Maktaba is library.
Yeah, al-maktabatu is library, al-maktabu is office, al-maktabu is also desk.
Can I say it's made of wood? So khashabu.
The desk is khashabiyun. It's wood. It's woody. Alright, as-sitaru.
I don't know what that means.
Let's look it up. We gotta get in the
It's
habit.
not the sitab.
Let's do it, let's do it.
Yeah, sitara.
Sitar.
Sitar. Let's see if we can find it.
Is the word list in here in any
Oh,
particular
nice. They're
order?
actually in order. They actually are in order.
So it's on page 30.
Never mind, I'm a liar. They're not in order.
Comes from satara. What's satara? To hide. So what is sitar?
Jail.
It's on page 30.
How to go seek?
I have it open for you.
Oh, you have it already?
It's not here.
Sitab.
Look at the book.
Yeah.
Here on the look on the TV.
Curtain.
The curtain.
Correct. And
You see it?
yeah. I was looking on page 30 of the PDF, not 30 of the book.
Plural suturu. It's plural. That's plural.
Okay, let's use the color blue. Blue current.
So asitaru.
Zar. No. Is it feminine?
No.
Current's not feminine? It seems like a feminine word.
Mashallah.
I still haven't bought currents.
It's not feminine.
Sorry.
Ahmar.
Ahmaru. He said nahmarun. There's no tanween on it.
أحمر.
And Taqi said wasikhun. It's just dirty. Well, let's go to our next one. As-sarir. What's a sarir?
Bed.
السرير bed.
Good. So as-sariru. How do you say comfy? You can say na'imun, which means soft. Na'imun.
Oh, na'im.
Na'imun. Very good. Number 10.
Number 10.
Not a sadiq.
الصديق.
الصديق.
أمين.
الصديق.
أمين.
Ameen.
كاذب.
Kadhibun, your friend is a liar.
The friend is a
كاذب.
liar.
Why is your friend?
Kadhibun. You had it right. Number 11.
Yes.
What?
الشباك.
Sadiq is honest. So you asked what? Safi?
I was gonna ask what Sadiq.
You can say black.
Asdiqa'u.
أصدقاء. Yeah, nice.
الشباك مكسور.
Yes,
Yeah.
الشباك maksurun. What's shubak?
Window.
broken.
The window is broken. Number 12.
الباب.
الباب طويل.
مغلقun.
What
It's
does that mean?
closed.
It's locked.
Closed.
Sorry.
Closed.
Closed.
مغلقun. It's closed. Very good. 13.
القلم
جديد is my guess.
Aswadu. Okay.
أسود. Like
14.
القميص قصير.
It's short.
You have a short dress on, buddy. No, that's a
Shirt.
blouse or whatever.
Shirt.
Shirt.
The shirt is short. It's too small. قصير.
قصير.
المنديل is showing hair.
What? What's mindil?
Scarf, right?
No.
What's mandil? Handkerchief.
Yeah, and in modern Arabic it means like napkin, tissue. Abiyabu.
Okay, my handkerchief.
Yeah, or you can say napkin, right? Like a tissue. A Kleenex.
We use fine.
Yeah.
The brand that took over the
60.
the word for
Al-kitabu.
الكتاب.
How do you say it?
ممزق. ومزقناهم كل ممزق.
Is it also qadima? If you want to say qadim.
Yeah.
مخرب.
That
what you said?
New words to use
Oh.
from my amnesia. I don't have much of.
مخرق. I'll have to look if it's used. But logically it makes sense.
المرابخة.
What are you saying? Which number are you on?
20.
20?
20.
SubhanAllah, how'd you get there? We don't even know what 17
I
means.
saw Tabaqa and I just
No, you're on the word above. البرقع. ايش البرقع?
Give me a second.
To me, that sounds like a pond or a pool
Let's look it up.
or a fountain.
Let's see if we can find out. البرقع.
Veil?
You passed it.
Oh.
How'd y'all see it so
okay.
quickly?
Yeah, mashallah.
That's the
برقع
Veil.
means
I
veil.
was thinking like burqa, but I don't know.
That is exactly
This
why.
is not a feminine word.
It's not.
That's what I needed to know. But it sounds like
برقع.
burqa.
Yeah. So if you know Urdu, you know burqa.
Yeah.
Burqa in Urdu, same word. We don't recite, we don't pronounce with the qaf. We say burqa.
Yeah.
Burqa bana. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard of that, right? That's burqu'un. So al-burqu'u.
How do you say transparent?
Azraku.
How do you say warm?
What a transparent burqa.
I don't know.
How do you say warm? Like it's somebody's wearing it.
Oh.
Malbusun.
Usul.
Malbusun
Oh.
is one. Our next one.
Rafu.
Isha is gonna be a little late. It's at 9:15 tonight. Yeah, and tomorrow it's at 9. Inshallah. Sorry to keep you waiting, but you can pray if you need to leave. Inshallah. Number, what's our next one?
With the shelf.
A rough. You looked it up?
Yeah.
Shelf.
Did I do it? No way.
Yes, 'cause I don't know if your mom always told you it's on the harf. Like, you know, like, I don't know, for me it's like,
صغير.
you would say like harf, like
Al-raf.
it's on the huruf, like, you know, to get it on the raf. Yeah. Like,
I don't know what it says shelf.
Yeah. الرف صغير. Okay. Number 19. We're gonna rush through this. I still have a lesson to teach guys. السبورة
بيضاء.
Yes, the board is white. 20. المطبخ
That's the kitchen.
نظيف.
نظيف. الغرفة
سمين.
سمين is fat.
I
You got
guess.
that room?
كبيرة ضيقة. Feminine. What is ضيقة?
Oh.
It's
Narrow. ضيقة. المروحة.
That's a fan. Baridun? Baridatun?
Fans aren't cold. They're مبردة. They make things cold.
Low. Low.
طالحة. What's طالحة?
Wicked.
Fan is bad.
It says it here.
What?
Fan is bad.
Where does it say? No, I don't think we use that for items.
Yeah.
مكسورة. It's broken. الورقة. What? Are you saying it's ripped?
Yeah.
You said mamzu'un?
حمراء.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, this is your dialect. It's mamzu'un
What is
with the qaf.
It's a rose.
No, that's warda.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's paper.
Paper
It's a
or
paper.
leaf.
بيضاء.
Yes, paper or leaf of the tree.
Yeah.
Because the leaves of trees were also paper, right?
Yeah.
So, al-waraqatu khadra, the leaf is green.
That's like, next one's a carpet, right?
It's in the Quran. Where's it in the Quran?
I know the eye is meaning. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I know you know the meaning. So you memorize the English.
No, I don't know.
وما تسقط من ورقة إلا يعلمها ولا حبة في ظلمات الأرض ولا رطب ولا يابس إلا في كتاب مبين. Where's that?
Don't ask.
Come on.
I know that y'all.
Is it?
It's
Huh? Seventh. Seventh word, bro.
Just
What's the eye after that?
والذي جعل الشمس
ضياء?
Yeah. والذي جعل الشمس ضياء.
That's weak, bro.
No.
That's
I
weak.
could remember. I know the page, but I just don't know like where.
Too slow, bro. Too slow. Way too slow. Next one.
As-sajjada.
السجادة. إيش السجادة?
The carpet.
The carpet.
جميلة.
جميلة. الأخت.
الأخت جميلة كمان.
جميلة. السوق.
السوق.
It's a big store.
The market.
Oh, the ayah. I don't know the ayah.
Hayyatun.
Hayyatun.
It's alive.
Alive.
Okay. Why are you saying
We
hayyatun?
got a poet.
Why are you saying hayyatun?
Is soup not feminine?
Yes, it is a word that can be used as
There you
masculine
go,
and
right?
feminine. Very good.
It's a transsexual
We got a
word.
young poet out there. I like it. It's actually very descriptive.
الطالبة
الطالبة مجتهدة.
مجتهدة. العلبة.
What does that mean? Container?
Yes.
Empty.
فارغة.
فارغة.
Empty. Number 29. السلة.
That's a bin, right? No,
A
basket.
bin, a basket. So like كرة السلة.
Yeah, you know it.
Basketball.
Laundry basket.
السلة.
طويل.
So السلة is a basket. كرة السلة. The one time I should think about basketball and I didn't think about basketball.
السلة.
السلة.
مرتفعة. مرتفعة.
Love basketball.
مرتفعة. It's high.
10 feet up.
All right.
Pretty up.
المحاية.
That sounds like a nice word.
وسيخة. What is محاية? Eraser.
Oh,
Mahaya comes from the Arabic root letters mim, ha, and wow. It's in the Quran.
Wow.
Yamhu Allahu ma. Huh?
What does Allah race?
ويمحو الله الباطل ويحق الحق بكلمات. Allah erases falsehood.
Ah, nice.
Okay. Al-Barraya. Barraya is sharpener. Al-Barrayatu maksuratun. Az-zujajatu. What's zujajatu?
Chicken.
That's not chicken.
No, it's not chicken.
Oh, that's Dajjal.
I believe he shouldn't have put a shut down the jim. I think he meant to say az-zujajatu.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten
Zujaj.
right either way.
Yeah.
Az-zujaj is in the Quran. It means glass. Al-misbahu fi zujaja. Zujaja is glass. Az-zujajatu maksuratun. Ash-shantatu. What's shanta?
Backpack.
A backpack or like a briefcase or like a luggage. Ash-shantatu qadimatun. At-tiflatu
This too is
صغيرة. المسطرة.
I don't know what that means.
A ruler. Not a ruler like a leader. No, not a ruler like a ruler.
Oh, really? Measuring.
Yes, measuring stick. المسطرة.
Had those back home
That's
there?
when they hit you on the knuckle.
Yes. You didn't forget, huh?
I
المسطرة.
never got hit with that.
What can we say about المسطرة?
طويلة.
It's long. Okay. الحافلة.
That's a party, right? It's a wedding.
No, that's الحفلة.
What's half?
حافلة is what? No, that's حفلة. So we say حفلة الزجاج. What is حفلة الزجاج? الزواج, I mean, sorry, why did I say زجاج? حفلة الزواج.
That's the wedding ceremony, right?
Yeah, wedding ceremony. So حفلة is a party, but this is حافلة. What's حافلة?
The person having the party?
No. There's no relation to them.
I like that.
It doesn't seem. Here is حافلة, guys. School bus or a
Oh,
bus.
it's a bus.
Oh, half
It's like the short bus. Casino.
Or let's make it yellow.
Okay, حافلة
Is this feminine?
زرقاء.
As a bus is blue.
Blue, right?
Blue bus is crazy.
How do we say it? The bus is yellow.
Safra'u.
صفراء. Very good. التفاحة
حمراء.
حمراء. الجدة.
جدة قديمة.
No, not قديمة. We don't say قديمة.
Jeddah is
شيخة.
That's a grandma.
Oh, Jed,
Or your
sorry,
female grandpa.
sorry.
النظارة.
النظارة.
مكسور.
مكسور.
مكسورة.
Yes. What's النظارة?
The glasses.
The glasses.
Used for your ناظرة.
Yes.
سيارة.
السيارة
حمراء.
حمراء. فاطمة
فاطمة جميلة.
جميلة. كبيرة. ذكية.
سمينة.
الجبال
الجبال. I'm trying to
طويل.
أخضر.
What is al-jibal?
That's
You're حفاظ. You think of the
noun,
word
right?
in the Quran.
كالإحنا منفوش.
Al-jibal.
كالإحنا
Surah
قارئة. No.
It's a very simple. وإذا الجبال سورة المرسلات. وإذا الجبال فت. نصفت. Why is there that?
It's feminine, I guess.
It's feminine. Why is it feminine? It's a plural non-human.
Plural non-human. So
Are
treated as
always
singular.
treated as singular feminine. So al-jibalu tawilatun. Very good. The mountains are tall. Very good. So we did all of the exercises of lesson number 3. You got to do these in writing if you want to pass, because you will forget everything.
Those are units, right?
I understand the principles of the
saying
vocabulary, no way.
You got to know the ayah.
Why are you so late, bro?
I need to state why the underline now.
All right. We're going to chapter number 4.
Nice.
By the way, in the Arabic language, when we do A, B, C, D, E, F, G in English, you know how we say part 1, part 1A, part 1B, part 1C. You know, in English, when you want to sub-count under an already ongoing count, we use letters.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you're not listening, it's important. You know, in English, when we sub-count,
Yeah.
where we're counting,
Like a list within a list.
a list within a list of, like, we say 1A, 1B, 1C.
Yeah.
In Arabic, we say alif, b, ba, and then jim. We don't say alif, ba, ta.
Why?
Because Arabic follows the abjadiyya system, which means that if you just look up
So
abjad.
I thought abjad meant no vowels in the actual word.
So abjad is actually the writing system itself,
Only consonants.
which the order of the letters for A, B, C, D, E, F, G would be alif, ba, jim, dal, ha, waw, za, ha, ta, ya, kaf,
really
lam,
different.
mim, noon. Abjad ho is hatti kaliman daftar. Like, it just, it has a very weird order.
Is that the keyboard layout too?
It is not the keyboard layout.
Oh, is that the layout for the dictionaries then?
It is not the dictionary layout either.
So what's the point?
Only when you just are counting using letters will you actually use this order.
But-
So anyhow, you'll just see alif, ba,
But,
jim.
but are there other languages
Yes.
that are abjad languages?
Yes, there are.
Okay.
There are, like Urdu.
Okay, okay.
You know, like any language written in
So
Arabic
interesting.
script,
They
we
have
call
the
it an
Arabic script.
abjadiyya.
Okay.
Yes, we call it abjadiyya
Okay.
language. So alif, ba, jim is what you'll typically see. You won't see alif, ba, ta.
Gotcha.
In case you're wondering, why does it say
Why
alif,
does
ba,
it-
jim right there?
That helps, yeah. I'll be
Okay.
confused later on.
All right. So on line alif, by the way, this chapter is about al-i'rab, an introduction to declension. That makes no sense because we don't know what declension is.
That's when they change the state, right?
Yes, declension is when we change the state of a word. In Arabic, when we change the state of a word, we call it i'rab. I'rab, it comes from what root letters? Araba. Right? What does Arab mean?
Gus.
What does Arab mean though?
Arabic. Arid. That's where the word Arab comes from. Arid. Because they're from arid lands.
Actually, no.
That's what I saw in the YouTube. You know?
Maybe there's some correlation.
Documentary.
But Arab,
Is it like
Arab comes from the idea of purifying honey from its constituent filthy parts. So Arab literally means to take nasty honey that has bee parts in it
Clean it out.
and have hive parts in it and to filter it. That's what being Arab, the word Arab literally means, is to cleanse and purify something. Like you can cleanse and purify gold of all of the nasty
By melting
metals,
it, repeating it over
and you cleanse and purify honey by squeezing and filtering it. That's what literally Arab means. In Arabic, Arab as a verb means that. And the Arabs called themselves Arab because they considered themselves purified of the animalistic ways of talking of other languages.
What a supremacist way of thinking.
Okay? Arabs considered their language to be so superior that it was purified of the filth of other languages.
Yeah, sound
Just
like
as
you
honey is purified from the filth of the bee parts that no one's gonna eat.
I like that.
That makes sense? That has nothing to do with this lesson, but just in case you're wondering, what does Arab even mean? Why is Arab called Arab? It doesn't mean Arabization. It means purifying or cleansing. And part of purifying and cleansing the Arabic language is understanding why the state of the word is the state of the word. Like, if you're not gonna know the state of the word, then your language is imperfect. That's why Arab is called Arab.
Oh, English doesn't have that.
We don't have that.
Yeah. You just have to know the whole sentence to actually understand.
Yeah, we don't have declension in English, but it is a prominent feature in Semitic languages as a whole. So anyhow, on line alif, what you'll see is Allahu khaliqu kulli shay'in. You have on number 2, or ubudullaha, and number 3, you have ilallahil masiru. In all 3 sentences, we have one word that's shared across all 3, and that is the word Allah. And in the first, it's in the rafa', in the second, it's in the nasab, and the third, it's in the jar. One second. On ba, we have 3 sentences similarly. We have at-talibu mujtahidun, we have qabaltu at-taliba, we have nadartu ila at-talibi. Again, we have the same word being used in 3 ways. What word is that? Talib.
Student.
Yes. On Jim, we have al-kitabu mufidun, we have qara'tu al-kitaba, we have bahathu anil kitab. In all of these, we have rafa' nasab and jar states. Yes, Amir.
I wanted to ask in the Amr statements, how come the harak on the Hamza al-Wasl isn't there? Is that something we just have to know? I asked
When we write them out, you mean?
Yeah, because like even on
At-talibu or ubudullaha.
yes.
Because the Hamza
I know it
al-Wasl
now
is
'cause you taught us
skipped,
a
right?
lesson, right?
Yes, but Hamza al-Wasl is skipped if it can be skipped, if there's a letter before it. If we write a haraka in Arabic, that means that haraka must be pronounced. That's why Hamza al-Wasls are not given a written haraka. In the Quran it is written, but remember in the Quran there were no harakat before. So the harakat were added for non-Arabs in the Quran, right?
I
Today Arabs need them too. Right? So in reality, we only, in like normal written Arabic, we don't put anything on the Hamza al-Wasl to inform you that this isn't a real letter. It's a skipped letter. Alright. Now, in all of these sentences, we have the rafa' nasab and jar state. We're going to skip through, and we're just going to go ahead and first, let's just actually try to identify why it is that these words are in the state that they are. Allahu khaliqu kulli shay'in. Can anyone tell me what that means?
Allah created everything.
No, that's not khalaqa, created.
The one who created.
So Allah is the creator
of all
things. So khaliqu is mudaf. That's why it doesn't have an alif lam or tanween. So Allah is the creator of all things. Why is Allah in the rafa'at? The word Allah is in the rafa'at state because it's the mubtada. It's the subject of the sentence. You were gonna say because he's the doer.
But it's not,
Is that what you were gonna say? There's no verb here, right?
So khaliqu is the mudaf, kulli shay'in is the mudaf.
Allah is the mudaf ilayh?
He's the owner. The owner of all. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I think you're thinking mudaf and mudaf ilayh in terms of meaning. Like, yeah, he's the owner of all things.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah.
But that's not what the Arabic says.
It's not the grammatical.
Yes.
I think
So Allah is the creator of all things. Allah is, when we say Allah is the subject, right?
Yeah.
So the subject in Arabic is typically in the rafa'at state. Look at the second one. U'budullaha. U'budu is a command, which if you reverse engineer, it came from ta'buduna.
Yeah.
You get rid of the ta, put a hamza al-wasl, get rid of the noon, we get u'budu, which means worship. So worship Allah. Why is this in the nasab state? Yes, the object of worship. The maf'ul bihi. And then ila Allahi al-masiru.
Harf jar before.
The harf jar before it. What does al-masiru mean? Return. So ila Allahi al-masiru means what?
The returner?
To Allah is the return.
To Allah is the return. So actually, the third sentence, al-masiru is the mubtada, but it's just been put at the end.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
with the last one,
It's also shown with the rafa state.
Yes.
the last one is it just because of how the job?
Allah is in the word Allah is in the jar state.
Because of the
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And like out of respect, we don't say Allah is in the jar state. What the grammarian says is the word Allah.
The word Allah.
The word Allah. Or they say lafzul jalala. In like grammar books, they won't even say Allah is marfu, mansub, majroor. They won't say that because that would
That's only a
possibly
state
fall
for
into
words.
shirk.
Yeah.
Possibly go into shirk. Majroor in literally in Arabic means pulled.
And then,
So jar means pulled. pulling. So if you said Allah is majroor, you would say Allah is being pulled,
Good.
which falls into shirk. And
So
this is just
we're talking about Nahu, right?
yeah. But the grammarians are Muslim, right? So they try not to say shirky things.
And then a'budu.
U'budullah.
A'budullah. This one, I missed why this one.
U'budu means worship.
It's a command.
Yeah, so worship Allah.
So
So Allah would be
Who's the subject of
the
worship?
object of worship. He'll be
Okay.
the maf'ul bihi.
Okay.
Number 2, ba. At-talibu mujtahidun, the student is, why is the student in the rafa'at state?
Mubtada.
Mubtada. Qabaltu is a verb. It looks different to verbs you've always
Qabala.
seen
Because there's an alif right
because there's an added alif. That's alright. Qabila means to accept.
Yeah.
Like you said, qabiltu, yeah,
Oh,
mashallah.
so those,
My man's been studying. He's been studying. For the nikah. He said qabiltu means I accept it.
I know that
So
word.
qabala means to meet. Good. So qabala means to meet.
Okay.
This is an advanced verb. Advanced verbs have extra letters. The extra letter here is fatha or alif. So qabala means he met. Qabaltu
I
is
met the student.
I met the student. So the student here is the maf'ul bihi, the object of meeting. And then nazartu means I saw or I looked.
upon the student.
Yes, ila talibi. I looked towards the student. So talib is in the jar state because of ila. Any questions? We good? This is easy stuff, right? MashaAllah. You're welcome. Al-kitabu al-kitabu mufidun. On part C,
Mufid is like important, right?
beneficial. Comes from fa'ida.
Faida.
Yeah, in Urdu we have fa'ida. What's fa'ida?
Faida? Faida?
Yes. Listen, you gotta morph your Urdu pronunciation to make it Arabic so you can realize you're actually saying Arabic words.
Faida.
Fa'ida. In Urdu they say fa'ida.
So al-kitabu on the first one, al-kitabu is just simply because it's a mubtada.
Yes, that's
why.
right.
Okay.
The book is beneficial. Qara'tu al-kitaba means I.
I read the book.
Why is it mansub? Why is it in the nasab state?
It's the maf'ul bihi.
It's a maf'ul bihi. Bahathtu anil kitabi. Bahatha means he searched. So bahathtu means I looked, I searched. An here would mean
About the book? For the book.
for, obviously, right? I looked for the book. Yeah, so here kitab is in the jar state. Why?
Because it is after a harf.
Because it's after a harf
There's
jar.
only two ways for isms to be.
Yes, they can be mudaf ilayh, right?
Yeah, it's
He didn't give any examples because that's another chapter in this book. Okay?
And then can I just very quick
Go ahead.
question? So over here, qara'atu, when you're adding the tu, that is the subject.
What's the subject? Qara'tu means I read, right?
I read, but when you're doing, so you have the fi'l, the fa'al, and the maf'ul.
Yes.
So this would be the
The fi'l and the fa'il.
yes. Okay, and then that would be okay. So that would be the fi'l is the subject.
The fi'l is the
Is the
verb.
doer.
It's the verb.
The fa'il
is the doer.
subject.
No, the doer.
Fa'il is the doer.
Okay.
So the fa'il is hidden.
I thought it was
It's
the
ana.
doer and the subject.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, in English we say subject. In Arabic, when we start a sentence with a verb, we don't call it the subject.
Okay.
But yeah, in English, if you said I read, in
Okay,
English the
okay.
I would be the subject.
Okay. I'm good there.
Yeah, English and Arabic just are like two separate systems. It's like trying to compare, I don't know, like Newton meters to like Fort pounds. Like these are just very different systems that don't exactly work the same way.
Eventually, I'm just gonna abandon it. but
Yes, you're
right
gonna
now-
eventually abandon it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's a good outlook to have, right? Bahathtu anil kitabi. Kitab follows a harf jar, which is an. All right. Examine the Quranic verses in column alif. That's not Quranic verses. Somebody made a mistake. That's okay. Okay. Only the first one is. Now, we're skipping over to right here on page 39. It becomes clear that the vowel sign. You know what a vowel sign is, guys? A haraka, right? A lot of people don't know why we call those vowels. But when you say a, I, u, equivalent to A-I-E,
Yeah.
whatever, A-I-U.
That's ultimately what I thought when you said abjad. You know, when you
Yeah,
explain
'cause we
Arabic
skip.
to people, you explain them that the letters that you actually see don't have vowels.
They don't have vowels, yeah. So it becomes clear that the vowel sign on the final letter of a word keeps changing according to the grammatical function of the word in the sentence. This changing is called i'rab, guys. When a word has a changing last letter, like a noun has a changing last letter, that's a type of i'rab. Sometimes verbs can change their last letters too. We haven't talked about that. Inshallah, we'll talk about that later. But for nouns, there are only three cases. They are called the nominative or rafa'at state, accusative or the nasab state, or genitive, which is called jar state. Why are they called that? Don't worry about that. English part, you don't really have to
So
understand.
that's English grammar.
Yeah, this is just grammatical jargon, because English Westerners, they found these same ideas happening in other languages, and they called them this for a reason. Like nominative, there's a reason they called it that, and accusative, there's a reason they called it that. But don't worry about that. But what's important is to understand that when a word is in the rafa'at state, we call it marfu'. When a word is in the nasab state, we call it mansub. When a word is in the jar state, we call it majroor. So I'm going to switch over to that terminology now. So if you see a word which is Allahi, is it marfu', mansub, or majroor?
I don't want to be shaky.
So you
I want to be
always
sure.
said
Yes.
rafa', right?
The word Allah, not Allah himself, but the word Allah is majroor.
When I learned that, I always referred to it as Mansoor.
So that's good, that's good. That's good. Majroor means something in the jar state. Now, a noun may be in the nominative. I'm just going to replace the word nominative. A noun may be in the rafa'at state due to various reasons. Similarly, there are different reasons for it appearing in the nasab or jar states. This will be dealt with later, inshallah. Okay? The knowledge of the different conditions under which a statement may occur in the rafa', nasab, or jar state is called ilmul i'rab or ilmul nahu. That's what nahu is all about. Nahu is about learning why a noun or a verb is changing between these states. Alright, so let's go ahead and skip over to these Quranic ayat. In these Quranic ayat, there are words that are underlined, and you're supposed to tell me what are they. Are they marfu' words, mansub words, or majroor words? And Allahu latifun bi'ibadihi, what's underlined is Allahu. The word Allahu here is? It's not Rafa. It's marfu'. Allahu latifun bi'ibadihi means what? Anyone know? This is a bonus exercise because it's Quran, so Shamra, you can shine here.
Okay, Allah to his latif to his slaves, like his
Is gentle and kind with his servants, right? Towards his servants. Very good. يوم تبدل الأرض غير الأرض. Al-ardu is what? Marfu'. What does that mean?
Yoma, so the day.
change.
The day, okay, it means the day on which the earth is changed to other than the earth. Meaning the earth will look other than what the earth looks like.
Gotcha.
On the day of judgment. The earth will look nothing like the earth. Inna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadirun. Allah here is underlined. It is a word that is mansub. And shay'in here is majroor because it follows a mudaf. What does Inna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadirun mean? You know where we're at?
I'm a little lost.
What's up?
Just follow the
You like my translations?
chapter 4.
It's exercise 1. Yeah, it's exercise 1.
I saw chapter 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay? You guys already translated 3?
Yeah, indeed, Allah over all things is capable.
Okay.
Yes. Allah is capable over all things.
Page 6.
وَقُلْنَا يَا آدَمُ اسْكُنْ أَنْتَ وَزَوْجُكَ الْجَنَّةَ. زَوْجُكَ is what?
Rafa.
It's marfu'. And al-jannata is?
Jannata is
Mansub.
but it's feminine, so it's shown with the fatha.
Yes, good. So what does قُلْنَا يَا آدَمُ اسْكُنْ أَنْتَ وَزَوْجُكَ الْجَنَّةَ mean?
We said to
So
Adam, you live.
you and your wife in
Yes. We said, oh Adam, you and your wife inhabit Jannah. You and your wife inhabit Jannah. You know why I say inhabit as opposed to live? Because in English, when we say live, we have to say live in. We have to use a harf jar.
Yeah.
But when we say inhabit in English, we go directly to the maf'ul bihi. We say I inhabited the house. We don't say I inhabited.
Preposition built into the word.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I like using English equivalents that follow the same grammatical rules as Arabic. وَإِلَى اللَّهِ تُرْجَعُ الْأُمُورُ.
The word Allah is
The word Allah is majroor. وَإِلَى اللَّهِ تُرْجَعُ الْأُمُورُ means and to Allah,
Is your return.
not your return.
There.
Turja is feminine, not second person masculine.
Oh.
So all matters will return back to Allah. Will be returned to Allah. Huh? Now the question is, why don't we say turja'ul umuru ila Allah? Why did the sentence start with the harf jar? So when you bring the harf jar in the beginning of the sentence, it denotes exclusivity. So what we translate this as is solely to Allah will all matters be returned. So you see where I got solely to Allah? Just like we had ilallahi al-masiru earlier on the first page of this exercise, on the first page of this chapter. It should have been al-masiru ilallah, the return is to Allah, but ilallahi al-masiru means the return is only and solely to Allah. You're not possibly going to go anywhere else.
So is when you do this, is this exclusive when you're talking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or is this just a grammatical rule?
It's a grammatical rule that when you bring something earlier than it should be grammatically, it denotes exclusivity. Right? So for example, I can say, as the director of this center, that to me complaints are directed. To me and only to me. So I would say ilayya, like exclusively to me, by putting me in the beginning.
Okay.
So you can do that in Arabic, right?
How would you say I know who, right?
Huh?
I am him in Arabic.
Ana huwa?
I know who, right?
Ana huwa. I mean, I am him. Who would say I am him?
I'm him.
It's a like a
Expression of Jack guy.
I am him. Yeah, ana
Like
huwa.
I'm him. Like that means you're that.
Yeah, I am ana huwa. But I've never heard that in Arabic. والله يدعو إلى الجنة والمغفرة بإذنه. How do we? What words here? الجنة is مجرور والمغفرة is مجرور. Allah and Allah what? Calls to paradise and forgiveness with His permission. يا أيها الإنسان إنك كادح إلى ربك كادحا. You don't know that one, huh? Okay, what do you guys know about this?
Yeah, you huh?
Al-insan was
Oh,
What word?
you all.
Humans.
Oh, you all, mankind, innaka.
كادح إلى ربك كادحا.
Dependent?
Okay, so kadih in the Arabic language is the one that is poor, like incredibly poor. Someone that doesn't even have what they need for the day.
We're bankrupt.
Yeah, so you're bankrupt to Allah, meaning in reality you are poor people who belong and resort to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sustenance. Now, next one. تلك الجنة التي نورث من عبادنا من كان تقيا. يتقي. Jannah here is, everyone? Marfu' and taqiyan is mansub. What is تلك الجنة التي نورث من عبادنا من كان. Not this. That paradise.
Oh yeah, that's the feminine dalika, yeah.
Or
No, the one that is.
The one that paradise that
we would have to inherit it.
we will
Inherit.
bequeath.
Like, bequeath. Right?
Yeah, we will cause someone to inherit. Who will we bequeath it to? From our servants. Man kana taqiyan, whoever it was God-fearing. We will cause such a person to inherit that paradise. Inna al-insana la zalumun kafarun. I don't know what word was underlined. What word is underlined?
Let's get
Sure, it's insana, right?
Al-insan, mansub. Why?
Oh, but that's because it's an ism inna.
Yes, that's right. It's the ism of inna. Inna al-insana la zalumun kafar means what?
Indeed,
Not the
humankind.
people.
Humans, mankind,
Al-Zalum.
The humans? That would be. It literally says indeed the human,
Yeah.
but da here doesn't mean da.
Just like
It means
humans.
It means humans, yeah. So indeed, humanity or human beings are la. What is la?
Or
Certainly.
certain.
Zaloom. Zaloom.
is that like
Oppressive. Wrongdoing. From dhulm. Kaffarun.
They're disbelievers.
Ungrateful.
Oh.
Yes?
Kafar.
Gaffar.
So what is he saying?
Indeed, the human being is unjust and ungrateful. An unjust and ungratefully unjust person.
Because
Because Mawsuf Sifa. Yes. Alright.
Oh,
La,
yeah, it
you
is.
see that? It's not La dhalumun wa kaffarun, but is an ungratefully unjust person. Ungrateful, unjust person. Sorry. I'm
Oh,
saying.
so the Mawsuf and Sifa is la dhalumun, kufarun. Those two words
Yes,
are the
that's
combination.
right, that's right.
Murakkab.
Lahum darus salami. Salami is in what? Is what?
Majroor.
Majroor. Inda rabbihim. We gotta finish quickly.
And that's because that's mudaf ilayh.
Mudaf mudaf ilayh. For them, lahum means for them. Darus Salam is the abode of peace, which is the name of Jannah. Inda rabbihim, with their Lord. They will be with Allah. وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ. I mentioned this last class. What is جعلنا? What does al-ma'i state? It is majroor. And كُلَّ شَيْءٍ majroor. جعلنا, we created from water everything, every living thing. We created from water every living thing.
So is shay'in the mudaf ilayh of kulla?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Salamun marfu'.
Oh yeah, that is the sifa or the mawsuf of hayya. Yeah.
Salamun is what state?
Marfu'.
Yeah, we'll put in 2 minutes. Salamun alaykum, peace be upon you. Bima, because of what? Sabartum, you endured patiently. Anzala minas sama'i ma'an. Minas sama'i is majrur ma'an mansub. He revealed minas sama, from the sky, water.
Why is that mansub?
Because he revealed water. He sent down.
Oh, okay.
I meant to say he sent down. I said he revealed. إذ دخلوا عليه فقالوا سلاما. Mansub. إذ means when.
So is it gonna be majroor or not?
If doesn't have a state.
Mabni.
It's mabni. Yeah, yeah. So it doesn't have a state because it's not a noun.
The harf, right?
Yeah. So when they entered upon him, so they said. Then they said
Peace.
They said salam. They said peace. فالتقى الماء على أمر قد قدر. الماء is in what state? مرفوع. وقالوا اتخذ الرحمن ولدا. منصوب. What did they say?
They said Allah, the most merciful, took a child.
The most merciful took on a son. So a son here is
Oh, I see. This is
مفعول
talking about Isa
به.
alayhi salam.
Okay.
Yeah.
الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا, the one who made for you the earth as a carpet. منصوب منصوب. ما كان لله أن يتخذ من ولد. مجرور. It is not appropriate for Allah to take on a son. كلوا مما في الأرض حلالا مجرور. حلالا طيبا منصوب منصوب. Eat whatever it is
In the earth.
whatever it is that is on earth. Halalan, eat what? Eat good and pure and halal things. Eat permitted pure things. ذلك الكتاب, that is the book. أن يكون له ولد ولم تكن له صاحبة. أن means from where? Where is it that he would have a son from, whilst it is that he has no wife?
Yeah.
Allah's talking about himself. Companion, right? Wife. Allah doesn't have a wife. Where would he get a son from?
Makes sense.
It's a metaphorical question, of course. هل أتى على الإنسان حين من الدهر لم يكن شيئا مذكورا. إنساني is مجرور شيء Dahr majroor, shay'an is mansoob. Has there come a time upon man, human beings, has there come upon the human being a period of time wherein which he was not even something worthy of mention? That the human being wasn't even worthy to talk about because he was a filthy drop of liquid. So, beautiful ayat. All of these have various states. Us mastering those states by mansoob, majroor, marfu', inshallah, I think we've studied that quite extensively. So tomorrow we will begin with singular, plural, and dual, and we're going to go all the way up until, inshallah, the end of the next two chapters. Yes, inshallah, 8:30. It's kind of like